Narrator: Assalamu alaikum, friends of the Islamic faith. Welcome back to our channel where we share inspiring stories and Islamic knowledge to uplift your day. Today we have an extraordinary tale from a small village in Italy. A story of courage, discovery, and transformation. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, tap the notification bell, and share this video to spread the light of truth. Let's dive in. In a quiet Italian village nestled among green hills, an ancient monastery stood for centuries. Its stone walls echoed with the gentle chime of church bells each morning, creating an atmosphere of peace. Inside, nuns lived a simple life of prayer and devotion, far from the chaos of the world. Among them was Maria Elena, a 21-year-old nun with striking beauty and a curious mind. Her expressive eyes sparkled with a hunger for knowledge, though her heart carried an unspoken emptiness she couldn't explain. One bright morning, Maria was tasked with cleaning the monastery's dusty old library. As she swept the floor, she accidentally knocked over a stack of forgotten books. Hidden among them was a tattered manuscript, its faded cover barely legible. The title, written in faint gold ink, read, "The True Life." Maria's heart raced. She carefully opened the fragile pages, revealing ancient script unlike anything she'd seen. Though she couldn't fully understand the language, certain symbols and phrases stood out, hinting at profound truths. Driven by curiosity, Maria hid the manuscript in her room and began studying it in secret after nightly prayers. The manuscript spoke of the oneness of God, monotheism, and a messenger who brought divine truth. It challenged the teachings Maria had known, particularly the concept of the Trinity. Night after night, she pored over the text, her heart stirring with both excitement and fear. What if the other nuns discovered her secret? Still, her desire for truth outweighed her doubts. As weeks passed, Maria's studies deepened. She found references to a final prophet named Muhammad, peace be upon him, described with reverence. Intrigued, she cautiously searched the monastery library for more information, despite the risk. Historical texts mentioned Islam, but they were biased and limited. The manuscript, however, painted a vivid picture of a faith rooted in peace, justice, and compassion. Maria's heart began to align with these teachings. She secretly ordered books on Islam and the Qur'an, hiding them carefully. By candlelight, she read verses that answered questions she'd carried for years. The concept of Tawheed, God's absolute oneness, felt pure and logical. Stories of the Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, kindness and struggles touched her deeply. But Maria faced a dilemma. The monastery was a closed world, bound by strict traditions. Sharing her discoveries could lead to expulsion. Yet she couldn't ignore the truth she'd found. One day, she confided in her friend Sophia, a fellow nun, during a quiet moment in the monastery garden. "Sophia," Maria asked softly, "have you ever wondered if God is truly one without partners?" Sophia paused, her eyes reflecting curiosity. Maria shared insights from the manuscript, planting a seed of wonder. Encouraged, Maria approached other nuns with gentleness, sparking conversations about faith and truth. Some were intrigued, others skeptical. One respected figure, Sister Teresa, listened thoughtfully. Over time, Teresa studied Maria's notes and the Qur'an in secret. One night, with tears in her eyes, she recited the Shahada, embracing Islam. Teresa's conversion was a turning point. Her influence inspired more nuns to explore Islam. Quietly, a small group formed, reading the Qur'an and praying together in secret. The monastery, once a bastion of tradition, became a place of spiritual awakening. But change brought challenges. Whispers of suspicion spread among conservative nuns, and church authorities grew alarmed. When news reached the Vatican, envoys arrived to investigate. In a tense meeting, Maria stood firm. "We haven't abandoned God," she said calmly. "We've found a path closer to Him. Islam has given us the truth we sought." Faced with an ultimatum, renounce Islam or leave, the Muslim nuns chose faith over comfort. One dawn, Maria led them out of the monastery, their hearts filled with trust in Allah. With help from a nearby Muslim community, Maria and her companions built a new life. Their modest home became a center for learning, drawing people from across Italy to hear their story. What began with one curious nun grew into a movement, inspiring countless hearts to seek truth. Maria's journey teaches us that the path to truth requires courage and sincerity. As she once said, "We can't force others to see, but when they open their eyes, the light of Islam shines bright." Narrator, friends, let Maria's story remind us to seek truth with open hearts. If this inspired you, like, comment, and share to spread the message. Write a prayer for the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the comments as a sign of love. May Allah guide us all to the light of truth. See you in the next video. Assalamu alaikum.